everybody. It's me, JWMaher, here for myself today as we continue singles matches. We've been doing some with people who are higher ranked or whatever, but we're more in the middle of the pack right now. Two folks who have been here for a little bit had some matches, and they're trying to make a name for themselves here. So let's bring them in. First and foremost, Ms. Caia Rodgers. Caia, how you doing?
It's been a week. I'm glad it's a day off tomorrow, though.
Yeah. Well, I think we haven't seen you in a little bit, but I think you've won one, you've lost one, but you've definitely shown. I mean, clearly Scream, and I think you chose a bunch of Scream adjacent categories. So I think you positioned yourself very well in this match, and I got to imagine you've never played Adelaide Spence before.
No, I haven't. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, someone who needs no introduction, if you watch any of these videos, they're all over the place, just spreading joy everywhere they go. Adelaide Spence. How's it going?
I need to make up for my last appearance, because apparently you can really like musicals and still absolutely shit the bed when the category comes up. So I need to redeem myself.
Spin away from musicals.
I've seen more of the movies now. Get the questions right. I don't know.
All right. Well, that being said, this is just a regular old singles match. 3 rounds of horror trivia fun. In singles, we always do the speed round. Prior to the match, both sides drafted 4 categories, and I wrote 8 one-point questions in the order those categories were drafted. Right now, the players should be numbering their boards 1 through 8. The questions will be read at intervals of 10 seconds apiece, and the round ends 10 seconds after the 8th question has been read. However, I will give both contestants 3 repeats and a challenge to use at their discretion. You can use a repeat in round 1, and if you do use a repeat in round 1, that will make it so it's no longer a speed round. I will repeat as many questions as you want and give you 20 seconds to clean up your board from that point on. All 8 questions are answered correctly. You get a 9th bonus question. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right. Well, then let's get started with your first question. Comes in the realm of surprise. It's Scream. Which ghost face killer is the most recent to show up for one last scare in a Scream movie? Your second question: in horror musicals, what is the profession of the narrator of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Going to go on to Kevin Williamson. Who plays Coach Willis in The Faculty? Your fourth question: in A24, what year saw the release of the first horror movie of A24?
So is this like fact checked by the year is one thing, but like the actual, like when it shows 1 year, but it's actually another one?
I believe this one is good for the year it's released. I believe it's good. I believe it's contained in that year. Okay. Moving on to Melissa Barrera. In Abigail, what branch of the military was Rickles formerly a member of? And going back to your question, Spence, if there's something hinky, we will be happy to be gracious and give it. On to classics. Who directed 1941's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Just looked this up too. Fuck. Shit.
I watched this too.
Fuck.
2 similar categories. Oscar winners. What Oscar did The Omen win? And your final question, just an Oscar nominees. What is the name of the hybrid being that emerges at the end of the substance, according to the title cards? And your chance to utilize a repeat to extend the match will end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kaia's board first. What are your answers? Caia?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just show your board and tell me answers.
All right. Sorry. Trying to get.
Okay.
So for number 1, I have Ethan Landry.
Okay.
Number 2, criminologist. I can't remember number 3. Number 4, I think it's 2015. Number 5 is the Marines. He was a Marine sniper. Number 6, I still haven't seen The Substance. I got to get on that. The Omen won best score. And then number 8, I couldn't remember.
Okay. And Spence.
I don't know how I forgot criminologist. I just thought Mikey Madison, whatever. Inspector's wrong, nothing for 3. I believe I think that's Under the Skin for 2013. I put Army, James Whale, original score, and then Monstro Elizasu.
At the end of round 1, I have Caia in the lead 4-3. The answers. Ethan is the final person to do the final scare. Mikey Madison was the film before that.
Yeah.
Criminologist is the profession of the narrator in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Robert Patrick, the brother of the lead singer of Filter, is Coach Willis in The Faculty. Under the Skin is 2013, Spence, so no need to challenge. You got that correct.
Yeah.
Rickles was a Marine sniper. Victor Fleming directed 1941's Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. The Omen did win for Best Original Score, and the monster at the end of The Substance is Monstro Elizasu. So that is correct. All right. So round 2 goes a little something like this. It's the wheel round. All 8 of those categories, they're on a wheel now. Players in the lead, that being Caia, can choose the order of play in this round, and both sides are going to get one opportunity to spin the wheel. When the wheel is spun, the spinner can choose to take the category they land on or respin. If the respin is utilized, that category landed on is automatically chosen. Once a category is locked in, that person gets 5 2-point questions in that category. You can ask for multiple choice, though. That made the question worth 1 point. 15 seconds to answer your questions. 2 repeats of the options are available. And in the event of an incorrect answer, look out, because the opposing side can steal. And there's the wheel. Caia, you get to choose, but the categories on the wheel today, as we discussed: Scream, horror musicals, Kevin Williamson, A24, Melissa Barrera, classics, Oscar winners, and Oscar nominees all on the wheel. Do you want to spin first, or would you like Adelaide to spin first?
I would like to spin.
All right. Then your first spin is this. A24. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
And you're going to get movies that won Oscars. So
All
Oscar winners is what you. So Oscar winners we asked about today. Your first question, Caia, if you're ready, in Oscar winners, and you don't need your board, just answer.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, you just get to answer as you are. What size clothes does Buffalo Bill guess Catherine wears before he abducts her in The Silence of the Lambs?
Size 14.
About a size 14 is correct. For some reason, that line just cracks me up every time. But yeah, that is exactly what he thinks she wears. Your second question. What is Hyde's first name in 1931's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Can I have, is there multiple choice still?
There's multiple choice. Yes.
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yes, please.
Okay. A, Frank. B, Edward. C, Francis. Or D, George.
I am blanking. I'm going to go with B.
B is correct. He is Edward Hyde in that version.
I think
he's Edward Hyde in most versions, actually. But
yeah, I was probably thinking for a second of something else.
Your third question. How does Terry, the girl living with the Castavets at the beginning of the film, die in Rosemary's Baby?
I want to say, can I do multiple choice? It's been a hot minute for this one.
Yes, you can. A, drug overdose. B, hit by a car. C, falls from a window. Or D, drowns.
I want to say it was falls from a window.
That is correct. Falls from the apartment window. Your fourth question. What job does Lambert have on the crew in Alien?
Navigator, I believe.
She's the navigator. That's correct.
Fuck.
And your final question. Who plays Ichabod's father, Lord Crane, in flashbacks in Sleepy Hollow?
Can I have multiple choice, please?
Yes, you can. Is it A, Ian McDiarmid, B, Michael Gough, C, Peter Guinness, or D, Christopher Lee?
I want to say it's Christopher Lee, but I'm not 100%.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Spence. Is it A, Ian McDiarmid, B, Michael Gough, C, Peter Guinness, or D, Christopher Lee?
I'm gonna say B.
B is also incorrect. It is Peter Guinness.
Okay. I'm learning something today.
At the end of that half round, Caia extends her lead 10-3. We'll bring the wheel back in.
Shit.
Doing very well in that round. We'll spin the wheel. And you get horror musicals.
Oh, I gotta commit to the bit. I gotta try it out. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Spence, here's your horror musicals questions. Wish you the best of luck. Here we go. What prison is Winslow sent to in Phantom of the Paradise?
Multiple choice.
A, Rikers Island. B, Green Haven. C, Otisville. Or D, Sing Sing.
Two of the ones I was thinking of are on there. Rikers?
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Rikers Island, B, Green Haven, C, Otisville, or D, Sing Sing?
I'm gonna go C, Otisville.
That is incorrect. He does not join the theater program, but he does go to Sing Sing.
Oh, okay.
Out of it. Fuck.
Your second question. What is the first name of Pirelli's apprentice in Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street?
Toby.
That is correct. 50 points. Your third question. What Alfred Hitchcock film is referenced in the opening scroll of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
I should watch this fucking movie. All right, so that's the year doesn't help, but they all fucking came out by then. Psycho.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2 point steal, Caia. What Alfred Hitchcock film is referenced in the opening scroll of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
The Birds.
Yes, that is correct. Because who would think birds could attack people? Just like who would think tomatoes could attack people?
Fuck.
The worst part is I've only seen this like once.
At least you've seen it. God damn it.
Your fourth question. Who composed the score to 1986's Little Shop of Horrors?
Multiple choice.
A, Trevor Jones. B, Miles Goodman. C, Ralph Burns. Or D, Joe Raposo?
That doesn't help at all. D.
D is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Kai is A, Trevor Jones. B, Miles Goodman. C, Ralph Burns. Or D, Joe Raposo?
C?
C is also incorrect. It's Miles Goodman. These are all people that these are all collaborators with Jim Henson and Frank Oz, but Miles Goodman is the correct one.
Yeah.
And your final question. In Repo, the genetic opera, what weapon does Shiloh hit a Repo Man with, revealing him to be Nathan?
Just ask me about Star Kid. That's all I've been looking for. I was like, fun fact, I saw this on a date in like college, so I don't remember it at all. What's my choice?
A, a lead pipe. B, a monkey wrench. C, a baseball bat. Or D, a shovel?
D.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of round two, Caia has the lead 12-6. We'll put this back. We'll bring in that little card that describes round three, which is the synopsis round. Prior to the match, both sides chose 3 general horror categories to be placed into a pool. Starting with the side that's trailing, that would be Adelaide. A category is chosen from the pool, removing it for the remainder of the round. I'll ask a 2-point synopsis from that category. You have 15 seconds to identify the movie I'm describing. Play continues with selections as the players move through 2, 3, and 5-point questions. If a player takes the lead, control switches over. And we go back and forth until I've either asked 6 synopses or one player is mathematically eliminated. So, moving on to round number 3, the categories in round number 3 today. We have 1960s and earlier, the 2010s, the 2020s, psychological thrillers, slashers, and zombies and other undead. Adelaide, what would you like for a 2-pointer?
Classics.
Your 2-pointer. An acid-scarred composer rises from the Paris sewers to boost his favorite understudy's career. Name that movie.
Phantom of the Opera.
That is, I don't know which Phantom of the Opera it is, but that's definitely the Phantom of the Opera.
Long
Probably the original.
Question mark.
It's one of them.
It's definitely, that's the plot to most of them.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Robert Englund one, but now you're left with 2010s, 2020s, psychological thrillers, slashers, and zombies and other undead. What would you like for a 3-pointer?
Okay.
2010.
This is still Spence.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the hole.
Sorry.
2010s.
All right. 2010s for 3. A corporate risk management consultant must decide whether or not to terminate an artificially created human being. Name that movie.
Risk management. That is. This sounds like 4 movies. Repeat the question.
That's your first repeat. A corporate risk management consultant must decide whether or not to terminate an artificially created human being.
What? I definitely know the movie. What the fuck is it though?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat it one more time.
One more time. A corporate risk management consultant must decide whether or not to terminate an artificially created human being.
Because all I can think is Ex Machina, but he's not risk management, I don't think. So what are other robot-y movies? No.
5,
Fully fucking blank.
4.
Ex Machina. I know it's wrong.
That is incorrect. This is Morgan with Anya Taylor-Joy. And
Oh,
That was the one I was thinking of.
I just went robot. I didn't even think about like.
yeah, I think she's like an android in that movie. So we are left. We're sticking with Spence one more time. Your 5-pointer pick from these categories: 2020s, psychological thrillers, slashers, and zombies and other undead.
Let's see if I've heard of the 2020s movie.
All right, your 5-pointer in the 2020s. Austria, 18th century. Killing a baby gets a woman sentenced to death. Agnes readies for married life, but her mind and heart grow heavy. A gloomy path alone, evil thoughts arising. Name this movie.
Okay. It sounds familiar. What I'm thinking of is like it's like one big word that is hard to like. It's not.
4.
Repeat the question.
Your final repeat. Austria, 18th century. Killing a baby gets a woman sentenced to death. Agnes readies for married life, but her mind and heart grow heavy. A gloomy path alone, evil thoughts arising. Name that movie.
I'm thinking of Kagamusha, which is a Kurosawa film, but I think it's one big word. It's what the fuck is it called? I think of the right fucking movie.
5.
I'll just say Kagamusha. I know I'm wrong.
And your winner, Caia Rodgers. This is The Devil's Bath. The Devil's Bath.
Oh,
I'm going for what I was thinking of because I'm
heard of
thinking
this one.
what's the movie that I'm fucking?
You're thinking of Rotten Nest?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, regardless, we're going to go to post-match interviews. We'll put Caia backstage. We'll talk more about this with Spence. A long title of a German-Austrian movie. I don't know. Like I'll have to get back to you on that one. But yeah, I think at round 1 it was close. Round 2, horror musicals again. Just there are horror musicals you haven't seen apparently. I think that's the issue.
I think it's beyond what I haven't seen. It is literally just like, oh, okay. It's called Hagazusa.
Oh, Hagazusa. Yeah, I think that's
not 2020s.
2020s. Yeah, it's not 2020s.
Yeah. Just that was the vibe I was going for.
That is vibe.
It is like I have fun here. It's like it's all good. Have I seen every movie in any of my strength categories? Absolutely not. I picked like 6 decades as a strength category. We're here to have fun and make friends. I should probably watch Repo. Eventually. Yeah.
I think I'm going to ask more questions from Repo just because if you're going to keep doing horror musicals, it's going to come up. It's one of the major ones in recent. That and Night of the Apocalypse are the major ones I can think of in recent history.
Ask me about the good ones. I knew Sweeney Todd, like right there.
Well, when you come back, is there anybody left over here that you want to play?
It's the torn between I like to see my friends succeed, so I'd love to like play Dylan in a tournament and get him an easy win, or I can like get Javi and push his shit in for that stupid teams match we played.
You know, Jack is here
like
too.
I'm gonna brutalize that motherfucker. I'm gonna end his life. I'm gonna give him body horror and just give him nightmares for weeks.
Yeah, Jack, new to the league. I figured you might want to check that out. But that we could probably make happen definitely because he's around where you are at the moment.
I will give him movies that will make him want to drink.
All right. That's if you know Jack, a very harsh statement, but with that, we'll put you backstage. Bring in today's winner, Caia Rodgers. Caia, you're on the winning trail again. How you doing?
Oh wow. I can't believe I was so I'm like, I'm not gonna do well today at all. But I'm kind of shocked, but it was a lot of fun. They picked a lot of really good categories. I thought like horror musicals is something I definitely need to work on. So like it's giving me ideas for things to like, oh, I should look and see what I haven't seen yet. And honestly, I say what good is it if I'm not learning at least one thing per match?
Yeah,
and I would love to
Oscar-winning horror, really an all over the place category when you start digging into it. But you seem to be very comfortable with it.
Oh, my grandfather is a huge movie buff. Before he passed, his game room looked like a Blockbuster Video. Basically, he had movies of all sorts. So I kind of thought, I remember going to his house and watching a lot of things that were nominated or won. So I kind of thought,
yeah.
And
well, I was saying, is there anybody left over that you'd like to play now that you're on the upswing?
I would honestly like to play against my roommate Rose or play against my friend Brandon at some point, but I mean, they're really good, so I don't know how well I do, but it'd be fun.
I think Rose is taking a break. Rose is busy doing playing something, so she'll be back in a few months. But we can maybe make that happen when she comes back.
Yeah, I she's busy doing a play, so I know it's not going to be anytime soon.
All right, well, Caia, it's always a pleasure to have you here. So we'll see you when we see you again. Have a great day. That'll do it for this week on Why We Love Horror Trivia. If you made this fun, the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. And if you have time, you should do the Letterboxd challenge for us. Do the 2025 Letterboxd challenge right at that website right there. You can pick your movies and watch along with us, interact with us all year. You'll love it. Now, remember, schedule here is always the same. Why We Love Horror TV is on Sundays. Mondays is Versus. Thursday, Why We Love Horror. And Friday, you're watching it, Why We Love Horror Trivia. So until next time, I've been JWMaher. For Caia Rodgers and for Adelaide Spence, we appreciate you stopping by. See you next week on Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!